Hello and welcome back to the book plays our Firmament playthrough. I may well have spent a couple of hours off screen fiddling with this until I arrived at an answer. Simply by virtue of fiddling. Not because we actually understand what's going on here. Which is frustrating, but we're at a solution. And you don't have to put up with, enjoy, depending on your personality, waiting for me to find the answer. Okay, so this has power again. That means the door should be open again, up by the chemical processing plant. And possibly that the bunker will now open. So, first thing I want to do is see if we can get those gates open again. And then I want to see if we can go to the bunker. We might have to re-tether everything together. And it looks like that is so. So the order was that one, then that one. And of course my mouse runs out of battery at precisely that moment. One moment. There we go. Game. I'm inside your game. Why aren't you accepting that my mouse is back? Okay, because you're just being silly. That. And then that. Dun, 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 dun. Oops, let's try not to get crushed. Oh, don't have to. Bolts up neatly. And more importantly, the power now goes from side to side. Which means we can hopefully go open the bunker. Now, rather than walking all the way around, we should be able to take the teleporter. Come on. No, I want that one. Go. Teleport me across the other side of the lake. So our problem, J-Dog, in case you missed it, was that because of the way the colours are set up, you can't arrive at linearly separable equations for that battery puzzle. You're always going to have one or three blue side lengths or one or three red side lengths. And also because of the way the nodes are laid out. Ooh, we can open this now, so this is new. You can't generate node networks that don't have multiples of... How am I stuck? Node networks of multiples of 2. So you can't generate enough systems of equations. Law? Responsibilities of the keepers. Inspect metal for concrete for damage. Repair if necessary. Inspect water pipes. Monitor pool temperature. Monitor pool acidity. Monitor atmosphere quality. Don external oxygen bulkhead kit or evacuate. Monitor crystalline deposits. Inform other keepers in the realm of any deviation. Inquire from other keepers in the realm of any deviation. Confirm with mining and reservoir keepers that sulfur and water supplies are well stocked. Confirm with battery keepers. After any variational alteration, that electrical voltage is within acceptable ranges. So yeah, you can't generate enough systems of equations to solve for the battery puzzle necessarily, depending on how you think it might work. And it doesn't work the simplest way, where you would have enough variables to solve for the system of equations. That's kind of anti... I was expecting more. Maybe there's a button on the... Ah! I was about to say, I was expecting more than just some lore in here. I was expecting some progress. Pretty please? Really? The button doesn't do anything? Is there a different mode? No? Hey, Bob. Cheers, thank you for the raid. For those of you just joining, we are struggling with puzzles in this Myst-like kind of game. It's certainly a beautiful world, and I'm interested in finding out more about it, which is why I'm continuing to play, but some of the puzzles are very poorly indicated, and some of them seem unsolvable. Like, you just have to fiddle with all of the buttons until you get the answer, rather than approaching it with any sort of rigorous method. And it does crash a bit. This one is better than the other one. The other one we tried was really, really kind of quite bad. This one, at least, is mostly fairly okay? Fairly okay to good. There's been like 2 puzzles that have been poorly hinted at. Then what else do we need to do? Well, how do we get into this citadel? Yeah. If you want to play it at some time, probably don't spoil yourself. But I don't know what we should do next. We're meant to try and get this zone's spire thing, but I don't know how we would get in. We need to drain some more water? Yeah, we would need to drain some more water. Okay, how can we drain some more water? Because this side clearly has a we can't walk here because there's still water path. Thank you, Bob. How do we drain more water? Do we further use the pump in the factory? Maybe. There's also this again. Ah, it does. Okay. Is it lowering the level enough that we can walk over there, maybe? So we want to go back to the other side of this. And I can't be asked using the elevator, so we will just use the teleporter. Yes! Progress. Okay. The lift is already here. We don't need to... Wait. I changed my mind. I want to go down first. If there's a underground, I want to go there first, and we'll work our way up. Okay, there is no underground. It was giving me an option on the right-hand thing that there just isn't a space for. Nope. Okay, now do we send our little new fraction of this egg thingy off to the other zone? Juleston's Embrace. Yes! So it's to this zone.
I wish I could see what you have become. I wish I could see what our realms have become. We kept them. While not understanding.
So we still need to go to Iceland. Can you disengage? No, there's only engage. Okay, let's go. We have to work out how to open the Iceland one and send the Iceland fraction of the bauble to up here. See how we've got two? There's one more that's going to come from that other direction, from Iceland. And then, presumably, endgame? Oh, and we're allowed to walk side to side now. That's so convenient. Why couldn't you have given us this before? But anyway. Onwards to Iceland. Why is it getting so foggy suddenly? It's not St. Andrews, and it's not Juleston, it's the other one. So back to the hub world. this one. Fury Veil. I guess I want to be at the Icicle Factory? Because that was pretty near the arc, like the tower. So how do we get into this? For the other two, we had to... For the other two, we had to lower water levels. But this one is on a great big frozen lake. So how do we get in you?
We have no needs.
How do we get in this? We still need to open that from the other side. Although I don't know how we do that. My original thought was either use the ice hand to pick up this block, or smush it with the other end. And this was the shortcut that let you bypass needing to do that again. Which means maybe we do use the crane to crush or pick up that block of ice and open the way to that other side of that gate. Just double check there's nothing back this way. Come on. Yeah, no, It's only this. Which we might not even need now, and we might need to specifically get rid of to crush that other block of ice. And what about up in the tower thing? I mean, it wouldn't be there. None of the other ones have been there. No, it definitely feels like it should be back here. So... current thing I want to try. Flip this 180, extend the bridge out over that way. If the bridge is extended out over that way, I might be able to push the buttons to lower this bridge. If this bridge is lowered, then I might be able to grab the ice cube with the ice hand. Maybe. And we find out that the crane doesn't let you move it anymore.
We are the keepers.
Now this thing is very finicky, so we will totally be making a save before we start fiddling with it. In fact, making several saves. Okay. Turn pretty much exactly 180 from where we were. So that this thing can extend over this height, and hopefully I can press the button. It's blocked. Which direction is it blocked in? Sure, we can do that. That should be viable. Now, can we rotate further right? Super high up. No. Well, let's go have a look at what's blocking us. What could possibly be blocking us? As far as I can tell, nothing. Yeah, it really looks like we have to kill that ice cube and another ice cube. And I would assume the crane is the way to do it.
We have all that is required.
Okay. Down. Okay. Out. No. Well, what if we try and grab the one that's behind that thing? Really? I have a hard time imagining you're actually blocked there. Yes! Progress! Sweet elusive progress. Now how do we get rid of the ice cube? Okay. That still doesn't help me get rid of the second ice cube. Bring it as close to us as we can, then go down, and then try and push it out. Well, the other option still remains of trying to walk up and out there and press that button from on top of the thing to get rid of the gates.
We are the keepers.
Okay. And now the gate won't get in the way of us trying to play skill tester claw on the ice cube. No, why did you put the ice cube down? Pick it up again. Okay, now the way forwards there is clear. And if we can go all the way down to ground level... very slow-moving block of ice. Okay, can I get out this elevator? Please get. It's not going to let me out that ladder again, is it? No. Alright, so we have to line up the, we're gonna have to line up this thing with up there again. Because it doesn't let you walk out this ladder. It's not going to let me walk out of this one either, right? Yeah. Okay, so. Up. Left. Okay. And now up that path that we have just cleared the way free for. You know what? We should make a save. Don't ever have to do. I'm not allowed to do it while you're on a moving platform. Fair enough. Save. Go. Do. Yes. Oh, thank gosh I don't have to rearrange the... If I had to go back and put it over here and rearrange this before, I would have been a bit grumpy. Where does this go? Oh, we can actually come down in this area. I thought that this would just be somewhere that we can, like, look at but not go.
I imagine your journey, your questions. It makes me laugh and weak. Will you ever have the answers?
Nope. More a rich vein of lore. No, that's the same one. Except this time it's ice and coal supply instead of acid and water. Coal transport fault. Cathode fault. Cathode fault. So ice is coming in one side, but not exiting the other. We need to activate another processing thing over this way. Maybe this one brings coal? Can't give any orders to the lift. Coal transport on. There we go. Okay, so coal is now going to the facility. Is that enough to get things working? Cathode fault. I did not notice that there was one up there. Well, thank you, game. Ready to ignite. Let's go! What does it do? So we turn ice plus coal into... It isn't obvious, but we're turning ice plus coal into something. And presumably it goes out this way. And then out there. Towards the tower. Maybe it's heating up the water around the tower? Dare we hope? Oh no. Not another power armor. Instead of acid this time, it's ice water. Well, let's explodo-hando the ice.
The keepers are simple people. Maintain the firmament. We learned our world well. We knew our facts well.
Explodificate that.
Peace, suppressing hate and violence.
Heater.
No lies,
no pressure.
or luxuries, gods or greed. We had everything we needed. Except the truth. But what is that?
And there's something over there. Okay, there's all sorts of possibly chainable together ones. But I don't see any other chains. Can I get that to join all the way over here? No. Yes. Maybe? Open? Do I also chain it over here? It really wants me doing whatever it... pressure. Under pressure. 1 sec, sorry. Boop, boop. Ah. Oh, we can kill the ice now. How does this help? Because it lets me get further down that way. No, because it lets me get further down that way. Neither of those actually seem to help. Oh! No, I missed there's a button here. Okay, and now the steam that used to only be here can come further up the pipe chain to the one that we started at? Yes. And now that lets us get to there. How is that helpful? Because that can now go somewhere. Steam valve unpressurized. But how do I get past this? Okay. No, I want the bottom one. Yeah, no. Okay. Okay, so I need to get steam across from here. Up there, tick. How do we get to those? But neither of those do anything. Oh, that one. Hello, I missed you. No, I didn't. Okay, so let's follow these again. You, there. We already did that one. No, we didn't. See, usually these are right next to the vent thing that lets the flow through. And it comes here, and some of it goes there. We reach up there, any? Yes. But that's also unpressurized. Oh. No, we're getting ahead of it. Again? Open. Like, it feels like we're supposed to do this and then chain it to the other one. But that doesn't let us do anything. Okay, maybe that needs to be open? Now that will work? No. Also still no pressure. So all I seem to have done is locked myself over here a bit more. Now, it certainly does seem like we're melting the lake that the big tower is in. What am I missing? No, those are just the doors. It feels like the goal is to turn on all the heaters, but I have no idea how to get the next one. The next one going. It says it has no pressure, which is normally that you need to... But this says it has no pressure. Well, it comes from there, and I have no idea where that comes from. Morning, Zarb. G'day, g'day. No, this was the room where we came in from. It's Wednesday here. So, yesterday was Tuesday. It's almost midday. Half of Wednesday is gone in about 10 minutes. Oh, it says Railway Empire, you mean? But yes, I should fix that. Thank you. Firmament. That's on my bed. Thank you. Fixed. Maybe it's a case of you need to have every single heater on? Title says Railroad Tycoon 2? No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. You need to hit refresh. You're just wrong. Category was title is fine. Where do I reach seeing that one from? Yeah. But it says there's no pressure. I get that they want it to feel underwatery, but this would be much easier if you could actually see a reasonable distance away from you. Like, I can't see to the other side of this space, so it's challenging to work out. Hey, JD. It's challenging to work out how the pipes flow around this space, and therefore where I've missed the button on the pipe. There we go. Okay, so now that goes here, 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 here. Let's just do that one now. Sure. There's no harm in having you on. It's like what you're supposed to do is work out which bits you have the flow through and follow the pipe to the next bit that you don't, and between that bit that you don't and the bit that you do, there'll be a button somewhere. But they've made it too watery to be able to see anything. Or at least to see across the space in a reasonable way. Briefly close you so that we can go past, so that we can open you again. And now maybe this bit over here will now have pressure. Really? Gotta be very careful about where your camera is. You have to be able to see both. But both say no pressure. So where does that one come from? That one comes from or goes into the wall. Seeing as we can't follow the wall anywhere, we have to assume that that's the end. And instead we have to follow it from the other side, which is also into the wall. G'day, JD. G'day, g'day, g'day. Up. I don't think there is more up. There's no more up that I can get to. So there's these two that are unpressurized. There's that one that's unpressurized. There's that one that's unpressurized. Which goes even further up. Hey. But we already did open you. Or maybe it turns off every time we flick the gate. I just can't see. Okay, is that the case? Does it turn off every time we flick the gate? Yes. So either I have to be able to press the buttons at the top from down here, or I have to be able to press where's this gate? To reconnect them? From the top? That one. Now that comes over here, and that comes over here, and then it goes up into the wall. It's definitely getting over there. But I can't go up. Can we hammer this away? I have no reason to think we would be able to. And if I close this to get to the other side, that pipe that we can just see on the right there is gonna stop. And reopening this doesn't reactivate that pipe. So how do I get up whilst that is open? I do not see another way up. No idea. Ay, ay, ay. Where is this? Maybe it will be clearer if we start from the start of that sequence again. Yeah, I'm not going back that far, sorry. So, that's a no. Unless this autosave does not take me to where I want. We will be staying here. Alright, legit save. Should have made one at the start of this section.
We measure.
What do you think we need to do? We need to either find a way to press the button down in the corner that lets this pipe be active upwards from the top, or work out how to get past this without pressing the button that opens there, because closing there, which lets you go past, so closing this, which is what lets you move past the pipes, also cuts off the flow so that there's no flow of whatever is in these green lit pipes when you make flow go through them to the top area. That seems to be what the puzzle is. I'd really like it if the volumetric fog effect was like 90% weaker, so you can actually see to the other side of the room well. Because I genuinely have trouble trying to follow where the pipe goes in this space. Especially when it's not lit up. Less so when it's lit up. Like, why would I not want steam going there? How would that help me? Does button above the railing that blocks your way up initially. It does the same thing. It makes these things extend from this pipe, but closes off flow to the other side. But closing off flow feels like it's against the goal. The goal is to get flow to go as everywhere as possible. Like, pressing this does not change the status of this one's in or outiness. It only changes the status of this one's in or outiness, and then proceeds to chain power across to here, which then goes up there, and we can't follow where it goes any further, because now we're stuck at the ones we can't push or that say that they're not powered. I have no pressure. I have no pressure. And if we do the other side of here, I have no pressure. I think this will only have pressure. There's a button behind these railings. As in there. Possibly, but we can't.
We
I'll admit that there is a button there, but it's not one we can get to. I'd assumed you couldn't destroy things through the wire, for one. Maybe I can get into a situation where I'm allowed to do that one and this one? No. From below? We might be able to press that from there. Let's go have a look. So I assumed we would only be able to destroy that once we had made progress past here. We're saying that maybe there. Maybe from here we can push that button? And now is there power over to here? Yes. So now we can do you. Well, actually no, first we've got to do this one, don't we? And then we've got to do you. And that one. And it kills the ice. But not all of the ice. Okay. Even though they were chained, it looks like we are free to make more progress. Yes. I was stumped by that the explodey army thing will work through the chicken wire. I assumed the chicken wire would be impassable to our explodiness. Okay, so now we need to get the power to you, which is... Where's your button that lets the power get across to you? I don't have power. No. Can I please make the game less loud? Sure. Done. Done, done, done.
We measure.
So many unpressurized ones in a row. And that one needs us to power fist it. Hail J. I feel like I need to kill this bit of ice. Also no pressure. Let's just keep following it backwards. And it goes up into the ceiling. Of course it does. Let's follow it backwards, he says, and then it goes up into the ceiling. Feels like we should melt that block. Not a lot of fun this section, not a lot of fun this section. If I wasn't so intrigued by finding out what the ending is, and more about the setting, I would have dumped the game back in the non-linear battery pool. Round 1, not round 2 of non-linear battery pool. My biggest objection is I have trouble seeing to follow things. I want this blue blur underwater effect to be 90% weaker. Ooh, a lift. Now that is the sort of thing we are looking for. Because that would let us bypass the, this thing that was getting us stuck. right? One of the things that is getting us stuck with getting power everywhere is the fact that now I can't go down and press all the buttons to push power to the top. But if I close it and come down here to press all the buttons to transfer power to the top, I now can't get up, because when I open this again, this gets in the way. There's no point in opening this because it doesn't go anywhere. Well, it might go somewhere we want that we don't know. Because we can't see anything. Upstairs is a short dead end. Got the feeling there's something. Feels potentially helpful, and it's one we haven't activated before because it's got ice next to it. But which pipe does it draw power from? I mean, both of the pipes that we can see here appear powered. No pressure. So below and to the left of this thing. That pipe is presumably the one we want to power. Oh my god, there's like a tiny window here where you can... But it's open anyway.
requires.
Presumably I have to follow the other side of that. Wherever it gets power. Which is there, which is there, which is there, which is either there or possibly down there, we can't tell. Which is that way. But I can't get over there yet. I could maybe get back down there and look up. Can I reach the new heater from the bottom floor? The newest heater that we haven't activated is this one. But its pipe has no power. And I get lost because of the volumetric blue. So I can't really follow its pipe back. That says it has nothing, and then I have trouble effectively following it further back than that. Oh my god. There was one I didn't even notice. What does that do? It must let me see something, surely. Not really.
care for our comrades.
Okay, so it can't be that way, because going into the wall is... Like, unless there's an out-of-wall directly below it. Which I don't see. Suppose that maybe lets me reach that one? From here? No, it's still too far away. That. We have to undo that one. Other side of this. Can I chain it from there? No. How do I get up on that? Either by going through you, which we can't do until we actually have the power here. That's backwards. There? Okay. And now that power comes up. And does it also go across? It goes across. Which means it goes... that way, which means it goes that way, which means it goes to you, which means I now have to push the one, this one. So how do I get to there? And then look up. What's gone wrong? Let's head back up. They robbed your bike and broke your finger? Oh, well. No, there was no trains earlier. The category was wrong, but the title has always said Old Man Fails at Puzzles. Wish there was trains actually not next Tuesday, because, well, there might be some trains next Tuesday, but not as much as normal. Because next Tuesday we have Murder by Nonograms. We have our next installment of The Senior Detectives. So where was the pipe button I want? I want this pipe button. Which means I want there. So let's just keep our eye on that thing and try and walk to where that is. Okay, and now supposedly here and then up. There we go. And now we'll be able to do the higher one. Yes, Murder by Nonograms. Dun dun dun! Which lets us get up and do... I'm gonna say you. You. Why can't you hit that? Oh, it's inside a block of ice. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about getting bike mugged. Push bikes. 6 years back? Quite frustrating. Oh! Boom! But why would I care? Because we want to push the button on the other side. And there is powder here, and there's not powder there, so this is the next step. How do we get to be able to look at the other side of that? Okay. Now we can't walk past here, but we now have power to you. Across to... Can I disintegrate that? Yes. Here. Which gets power across to here. Which... I'm going to try and cheat by chaining from there to here. Okay, that let me pass the door I probably wasn't meant to get past whilst pressing that button. Now we need to do this one. But we also need to do the one on the opposite side of here, which we can do by chaining from that, no, from that one to here. Very good. And then we explode this ice.
We are the keepers.
Yeah. It's a very frustrating feeling. And this lets us bypass all those newly created... Yeah. Okay. Finished? Maybe. Suited up. Achievement unlocked. Oh, look! Look! Clear air! Air that we can see through. How we've missed you. Sweet, merciful air that we can see through. Oh, well. I didn't think this would... Okay, this just brings us straight out into the tower. More. Okay, and what happens when we combine all three parts of the Voltron? End of game? Will the game be putting me out of my misery? Veil's embrace.
In the embrace has now been awakened. Can it be true?
It is true,
Is this really
French girl.
everyone as I planned? You have kept the mission. Now the gateway in the Swan will open, and you can prepare for the assembly. Go.
So it says go back to the hub world? And they're not so nice as to give us a teleporter, so... Double check that... Yes. This does not, in fact, feel like the end, no. It looks like we may have to put back on the water suit and
We were
walk
told
out.
to joyfully anticipate the arrival. Tanner and 2 others arrived, and we were joyful beyond measure. They were powerful. We obeyed.
Oh, going down lets us go down to not the water
They knew
place.
so much, but they were not patient with us, not kind as we were. We were not used to force. We were peaceful. Yes, we were peaceful, but we were not weak. It troubled us to serve someone as though they were greater than us. We were taught that all were equal. And then, suddenly,
Here, back, and back to the teleporter in the starting zone, and then the
one
swan.
of them. Oh, that moment is burned in my mind. Quiet Martha. She could not talk about work. That day, nothing was ever the same.
Save. Go back to the
Turner
water and
and the other
reverse
riders
everything.
also changed. They took Martha.
It would be not as bad because you wouldn't care when you undid the power. The little locks that let power through the pipe but eject the little blocking ramps, you wouldn't care anymore.
around.
She's giving us the exposition. This is our reward, Zavi. This is our reward for doing the puzzle. This is why I'm doing the puzzle, because I
Yes.
want to know what's happened in this world. I
was-
like this world. It is an interesting place to me.
I have no words for it. Only 12 keepers remained.
We're on a
Of the
sphere.
arrivals,
It's a train.
only
It's on rails. It's just got 4 rails, not 2. There's got 2 down there. That's got 2 up here. It's a spherical train. Ooh, the music has changed. We have drama music. Boss fight. And then the puzzle boss appeared before you. Here, open. No, swan, yes. Go, turn around, don't move the camera because we've had it stuff up and permanently make our camera 90 degrees sideways if we moved our camera or moved around while we were teleporting between worlds, and we don't want that bug to occur again. Now, we were told that something has opened up here. What has supposedly opened up here? This. Maybe?
Turner was afraid, I suppose. He became our master and ruled us with a heavy hand. We learned about masters and their weapons. We were subdued and lost. And Turner, rather than intent on the assembly and completing the mission, became intoxicated with this power. Our angry god. He would command.
We don't know where
and
it's
we would
going.
comply or die. His every need. Only one of the arrivals could prepare for the assembly.
Evie?
Our mission was imperative, resting in Turner's distracted hands.
Yeah.
And
Same with hands.
And then a plan came to me. An ingenious plan. I refined it for many weeks. I became close to Turner to use him. I made a wall in my mind for my own sanity, befriending the monster for the greater good. I learned much. I wept much.
Ooh.
So, after many weeks, I told my comrade Jacques the truth that I had learned. I knew he would be afraid. He provoked the others, and they all lashed out at me. I convinced
System
Turner
override,
to use
100%.
weapons to force them into the deep sea. I told Turner we could wake new ones from the threshold, and I would mentor them to be more compliant as his servants. I gained Turner's praise with this idea.
Externally locked.
And his trust. Right up until I sedated him and placed him in the threshold as well.
Okay, evil lady did Uno Reverso.
And so I was alone, keeping and preparing. Not for days, or weeks, or even months,
Where'd the Trockwoods go?
but for years. Everyone was gone.
To the stove.
The embrace could only be awakened. The assembly could only occur. Only with the power of an arriver. But now Tanner was in the deep sleep.
Is this another chessboard with
And
only pawns on it?
You will learn.
No, this one has
truth
bishops and knights and things. This is a
truth
more
of
sensible
sleep.
chessboard.
The truth of the mission. The truth of keeping. And the truth of Tanner. Our
Oh wow,
assembly
they're making a bust.
ending. The threshold keeps the keepers. The cycle of keepers. Blank.
Okay, so there's some
little
sort of
keepers.
bedroom and hobby room, and they have food here.
But I will not go to sleep. I will keep my memories. I will not forget.
This feels like it might well be insert of the people that worked on the game. Dare I guess at? Maybe a puzzle? It might be a puzzle. Oh no! Not another power armor. What does this power armor do? Space! The final frontier. These are the voyages of the we're surprisingly attached to the ground.
That I had. The grand realms. I thought were everything or nothing but firmament, structures. But yet, they held everything dear to me, except my own memories. I have kept those.
Okay, so we're on some sort of giant space sail thing? These look like space sails. Am I... Oh, I meant to go down? Okay. I was like, why isn't up working? We're getting the special wiggly wobbly teleporty effects, but it's not. Yeah, these definitely look like space sails. But isn't this where I came out? No, because we never caught a lift down here. What does this do? Oh yes, let's split our universe in half. The problem with space sails, Nahodoi, is they get ripped. Like, you want them to be big and light, but if they're light, they'll get ripped by micrometeors, and then they will no longer be useful. So... they're kind of... not terribly practicable. Like, if you could make them out of adamantium or something, where you're sure they won't get hurt, then yeah. But as it stands, you're generally better off using either just plain old mirrors or ion propulsion. Was I meant to do something else? There's nothing else to do here. Maybe we're meant to go and do the same thing in the upwards direction?
Can you imagine the first time I saw such a sight?
Yes.
I cannot describe what happened to my body. I did not think Tana would lie, but there's no preparation to face what one has never contemplated, never imagined. I was distraught and opened and
No.
offended.
So yes, there's only one direction to go.
Freed. I do not have words to describe to you.
But then what else am I supposed to
And
do?
that-
We just meant to listen to her
I've
babble
returned
on?
here many times, and still, I do not know where the firmament ends. Can we ever?
Like, we went down and we pressed the button there. Now what? It didn't do anything. Let's press it again. Keep pressing it until something happens. Clearly the only place to go is the top, but we just went to the top. Pizza, we went as high as you can go. Right, we've gone that way. That just leads to a wall touching the elevator. We've gone up the elevator and all the way around the other... And that just leads to the other wall of the elevator. Maybe we're meant to go back inside? It's the only other place. Yeah. That was very pretty. And I kind of thought... I didn't think we were on a spaceship necessarily, but I would thought there was maybe some sort of world-ending apocalypse equivalent thing, and the way that humanity is surviving is by harvesting resources from these little pocket world things. Now, is this unlocked? What about this one? What about this one? What about this one? What about this one? Ooh, they've got fancier technology here. They've moved on from... Oh no, that's still cathode ray tube. Curie. A, eject, B, eject, and there's great big 5 3/4 inch or even larger floppy disk slots. Oh, look at this keyboard. Now this is a keyboard. So many excess buttons. Condition excellent. Oxygen level 42, water 34. The majestic starship Atellus embarks on a stellar odyssey. The Firmament Institute ushers in a new era of human ingenuity and optimism. And then it gets too small to read. Why can't I? Book looks usable, yet... There we go. I have no one to share my joy with, and so I write. What wonders! Everything I had known has turned into nothing. My world has been replaced by truth. A word I scarcely knew existed until I realized I needed it. Upon discovering this truth of the Firmament Initiative, I now find myself privy to a new perspective. And what Turner called freedom? Freedom! My entire reality. Have I ever pondered the existence of such a word or concept? What I once believed to be limited to the small realms I lived in is in fact a grander stage, encompassed by an infinite cosmos. What wonders. I have been granted the privilege of gazing upon the stars, and as I do, I cannot help but feel this overwhelming sense of small. But this kind of joy, or small, is a feeling of such joy. I am humble, I am inspired. My tiny world is a minuscule part of a thing called the universe. It is astonishing to think that the entire mission, everything I have known and believed, was designed to protect our future, and the future of all humans. As I learn more about this grand endeavor, I am filled with hope and excitement for the untold possibilities that lay before us. It is almost hard to believe or fathom, and yet my joy is dampened when I think about such a great deception that was considered necessary and done to me. And there's a person in amongst the stars, and then that's the end. Yes. Firmament Initiative Synopsis, Revision 77 U1, or perhaps 77 Union 1. 1972. Welcome to the Firmament Initiative, a multi-generational, multinational, privately funded endeavor designed to preserve and secure the future of humanity through interstellar exploration. Your participation, dedication, and service to the monumental mission is acknowledged and appreciated. Classified. Please note that due to the nature and duration of the mission, this information is exclusively for the crew's perusal. Keepers must remain segregated, concentrating on the preservation of the cargo without distraction. Founders: Andrei Carnegie, Mary Curie, Karl Marx, Nikola Tesla, Konstantin Tchaikovsky. Oh no. That's the rocket equation man. Konstantin Tsiolkovsky. He's the guy that, like, invented the rocket equation. Jules Verne, Starship Atellus, or invented. He noticed the rocket equation. He derived the rocket equation. Background. Phase 1. The Great Lift. Phase 1 centered on sending crucial Earth-based elements, minerals, flora, and fauna into orbit. The founders utilized their considerable resources to launch massive projectiles into orbit using 12 colossal rail rifles, situated at various mountain locations on Earth. Between 1895 and 1907, 6,000 containers of cargo were transported into space, with more than 16 million tons, including technology for the assembly of a starship. In 1910, the mission commenced, with the Ateles gradually accelerating towards a nearby star system via rudimentary steam propulsion and solar sails. Phase 2, the augmented... How would you... I mean, you could pressurize gas a lot, and then eject it out the back as a steam propulsion method, I guess? Phase 2, the augmentation. The Ateles initially possessed very limited acceleration capabilities. The mission design relied on future advancements in space technology to enhance the starship during its journey. The founders correctly anticipated that future technology would be able to catch up with and upgrade the Ateles, potentially redirecting it to a different star system if a more suitable one was discovered. The timing and frequency of such augmentations was uncertain, but attachment and docking ports were incorporated in participation of this. Phase 3, the embrace and arrival. The Starship Ateles featured artificial gravity generated by the vessel's rotation. To create the required gravity, cargo realms are positioned further from the center line, resulting in a structurally weaker vessel susceptible to distress during intense acceleration. Consequently, the ship was also designed to retract and secure the cargo realms during periods of high acceleration. It was expected this would only be necessary for deceleration of arrival or for a final upgrade, providing... And then we zoom out and we look at the next one. Providing unanticipated thrust. The Keepers were prepared for these events with a narrative combining the arrival of trained personnel required to engage the embrace and the actual arrival of the Starship Ateles at its final destination. Personnel Keepers. Acknowledging that the journey to even the closest star system would take centuries or millennia, the founders designed the ship's maintenance to be performed by Keepers. Keepers reside in large cargo realms, rotating in and out of sleep chambers that enable them to live for the mission's entire duration. The sleep process gradually purges memories, starting from the most recent. As a result, Keepers are limited to a maximum sleep duration of 12 years before being awakened and retrained. Mentors facilitate the retraining process by passing on their knowledge and preparing for sleep. To minimize social complications for the Keepers, a tightly controlled and rigorously maintained protocol was established. Keepers are not informed of the mission's nature, and are instead taught that they exist within their 3 small realms, comprising the entire universe. Questioning is discouraged. All necessary answers are provided through strict cultural indoctrination. The crew, a small group of trained astronauts, is accommodated at the ship's fore. The crew's primary responsibility is to remotely monitor the Keepers and ensure the smooth operation of the mission during launch and subsequent upgrades. The crew has access to threshold suspension chambers, but their usage is limited to approximately 1 year. Suspension periods exceeding 2 pose memory loss risks, which could compromise the crew's effectiveness. Consequently, crew members are expected to live out their lives in support of the mission. It is of the utmost importance that the crew remains separated from the Keepers to prevent interference with the Keepers' strictly dictated culture. The only exception is the segregation. To this segregation is the Arrivers. Arrivers. As the mission progresses, it is anticipated that the frequency of upgrades will increase due to advancements in space travel engines and speeds. The final stages of the mission will likely occur rapidly, necessitating the arrival of a final crew known as the Arrivers. The Keeper's law predicts the arrival of this group and will require access to the realms to prepare... Who will require access to the realms to prepare the ships for acceleration deceleration. Only members of the crew, specifically Arrivers, are authorized to prepare the ship in this manner. Detailed information and specific procedures for all aspects of the crew tasks and protocol can be found in volumes 2 through 22 of the Firmament Initiative Protocol and Procedure. Digital versions are available on Disc A2. Database.search/database : crew.name : Turner? Format : screen.detail : terse. Multiple found. Select from Turner. Arnaldos, Turner, Lewis Dharma, Turner, Marius, DT, Turner, Susiana, Turner, Willie, Barra, X, Moore. 2. Turner, Lewis Dharma, employment history. From 2010 to from 2100 to 2105, Ensign, Class C, Nexus Protectorate Corporation, Karachi Incorporated Division. From 2106 to 2115, Corporate Security Officer of Firmament Industries, Eastern Field Storage. From 2110 to 17, so overlapping her time as a security officer, Lieutenant Junior Grade Firmament Industries Military Police, Ensign Class C, Space Force Division. I have a feeling that the line above is only meant to be 6 to 10, and then the next one's meant to be 10 to 17, and that they've screwed that up a little bit. And then 2118 to present, Ensign, Firmament Industries Security and Amelioration Duty. Cruise ship Nicola, Lottery Draft, Atellus, Recon, and Augment. Carcereal Record? Bias Motivated Offense. Level 2, 3 terms served. Insubordination Level 1, 2.4 terms served. Misconduct Level 3, 9 terms served. Contract Breach Level 4, 1 term served. So this is looking up the guy that, like, tried to take over and convince everyone, I am your god! Worship me or die! So he had a back history of being evil. Or at least being, mutinous and naughty. He broke laws. He's a bad person. Realm Embrace sequence complete. Oh, we were attracting the worlds into the... We were neatly storing our pocket realms in our overhead, well, in our compatible small... Like, when they're out here, they generate more gravity. And so we're retracting them, as they said, for purposes of decelerating. And look at our big solar sails and etc, etc. Isn't it pretty? It's also good because it keeps the, these out of the way of the solar sails, which are now kind of useless at the moment. There is no person. There is no person. Or at least the person has a great big cross through them. Which way do we want to go first? Let's go left first. Well, actually, no. Let's look at the view. Stellar cartography, perhaps? Ah, we're going down to stellar cartography? Yes, we're going down to stellar cartography.
Scanning.
Oh, wow. You look suspiciously like
Biosignature
324
confirmed.
Guilty Spark.
Turner, Lewis Dharma. Earth equivalent date 2231.
Oh, we were the bad
dash
person.
17. The United Earth Space Agency sends its sincere gratitude and greetings, Ensign Turner. Mission protocol requiring your presence and approval is now satisfied. Thank you for your preparations to Firmament Starship Atlas. No further human intervention is required. All additional assembly, preparations, and flight control will be handled autonomously by me. Final full engine upgrades to Starship Atlas now commencing. Stand by for space folding and transport to the Tau Ceti system.
I was
All worlds
never
must collide.
given a choice.
Mentor monologue master.
The firmament protected, restrained, and used us. You understand?
Ooh, Japanese, or potentially Chinese.
And I have not given you a choice. I placed you in the threshold 7 years ago. You slept and forgot.
We can't interact with
Sat alone.
323 Guilty Spark.
Remembered. You woke up. I lied to you and used you. You see how it feels.
Oh,
You arrived and pulled back the curtain of this monumental illusion for me. Now, I thought I knew so much, but you
there's a hologram
astonished me
version. Presumably that is
with how
her,
small my
based on the
world
clothing.
was. And as you held my awe, my veneration in your hand, you closed your fist around us. We were like children, and you tore our small world apart. I have thought of this moment often as I waited. I wish I was alive now to see your face. There is a part of me that hopes you are enraged.
Not really.
Oh, it's not reasonable, I know. These violent thoughts never get us very far. You were our god. And then, you were our monster. Do you feel some kind of remorse now?
No, because we've literally
Can I
forgotten it all.
Be atonement without choice.
Oop. 323 Guilty Spark is
It
doing
doesn't
something.
matter.
What are you doing, little guy?
At the very least, I used you to provide the way home for the keepers. My comrades, my family.
Oh, he just bounces from control panel to control panel.
But now, maybe you can do more than just the very least. One choice remains for you, and I will not beg a man such as you, but I will ask. Do something good with this second life you have been given. Remember the keepers. Those you looked down on and mocked. Those you erased. I forced you to travel their path, to learn their names, understand what they accomplished, miracles. And you?
They kept the
Now you
big
become
battery
the most
lake
important
running.
keeper of
Joy.
all. The keeper of all these memories. You sit on the verge of the awaited destination. A new world, a new home. When you arrive, you can choose to tell the stories that only you now know. You can tell the tales of the keepers of this grand spaceship. And we worked so hard to save all of this, including even you.
Even us.
Adieu.
Adieu. Okay, and that's meant to make it extra ultra clear that it's her. We're being surrounded by magic rings.
Starship Atlas.
Futuristic
has now been upgraded
sound.
and is fold engine enabled. Prepare for acceleration and full jump to the Tau Ceti system. Any questions you may have will be answered upon arrival, which will occur in approximately 7.4 hours. New life awaits you and your fellow Atlas comrades on planet Firmament. Thank you for your service to the Firmament Initiative, Ensign Turner.
credits. Roll credits. Okay, I did like that ending. I did like that ending. I am happy that I powered through and got to the end. And I think that game would play a bit nicer in VR. Oh, cheers. Thank you for watching. Steam-powered warp drive, steam-powered warp drive. Anyway. Catch you next time. You hate endless speech, but okay.